being a risk taker and of doing edgy programming. When we first met, which was just a couple of months ago, I was surprised, but kind of delighted to hear that you said that you talk a lot about Shakespeare and Dickens in the hallways at FX. What is that culture like, and sort of talk about that a little bit?
It's a really fun place. It has been. It was already a fun place when I got there. I replaced Kevin Riley. Peter Liguori was running it at the time. I started as the head of original programming, and then took over running the channel about 15 months later. And it's always been kind of an insurgent place, kind of a little rabble-rousing, can-do place. I guess it's gotten bigger. But I think we've always had the sense that the only way we're going to make headway is by taking big risks and putting things on the air that you couldn't find on channel 2, 4, 7, and 11. But we've always had the sense that populist entertainment and literary entertainment are not oxymoronic, that you can make populist literature. I think the victory of Breaking Bad last night at the Emmys, what is that other than populist literature? My God, it's a big, bloody potboiler about a meth dealer, but it's incredibly ambitious in terms of its themes and characters.
You could call it Shakespearean, I think, in
I
some
think
ways.
you could.
I think you could.
And if you really look at what Dickens and Shakespeare were in their age, they were populist writers, right? They were popular with the elite. They were popular with every class. They sold, box office in Shakespeare's case, and subscriptions in the case of Dickens. Dickens sort of invented the cliffhanger, which is the ultimate in populist storytelling, and yet they were also writing about character from a very deep, rich perspective, and they were writing about the highs and lows in their society. It was the best of times, it was the worst of times. They were writing about sociology and history and all those things, but they were doing it in a form that reached out to populist audiences. So we've always tried to do that in every genre we've approached, and we've just tried to pick writers and producers and actors who were a little nutty and a little ambitious and wanted to try something that scared us a little, and we would screw up our courage and say, okay, let's go.